Alrighty, you guys, so the general rank is now officially available for shadows, and obviously with all of that it came with the best shadow of them all as it stands right now, the head honcho, as you could say, Beru, of course. And I've seen a lot of people have gone out that way to make Beru their first general, which is fair enough. Now, with Beru being the shadow that it is, I was expecting a little bit more on the percentage play, I will say. Although this is the first ever double up Shadow Authority, the percentage play for the amount that goes into him, I don't know about you guys, but it's a little bit low for me. A little bit low. Now, obviously, what more for Beru is the fact that he does have skills where he can apply the punishment, which is very similar to Min, of course, and then I believe there's healing. Where's the healing? Ah, there it is. So, gluttony recovery, get 10% off the target's HP is restored. So, a little bit of healing going on there, of course. Now, to put it plainly as I can, if you're looking to get characters to general form, the top two right now are in between Big Rock and Igris. These are going to be your better choices to actually get to general first, if you want to go ahead and spend your traces wisely. Now, I get it on why a lot of people jump the gun for Beru, because it's who the shadow is, on why a lot of people are going for the investment. Now, I'm gonna be honest, boys, is it really worth spending all that traces for a measly 5%? Because realistically, the way it's looking, Beru is in the same boat as Serbi. And what I mean by that is, when it comes to Serbi, and why Serbi is actually one of the better shadows, is that he's one of the better shadows, not for the Shadow Authority, but more for the second and third slot shadow because of the debuff that they can apply. So in this instance, Serbi deals can apply the combustion debuff onto the enemy, making it so that they take an increased damage of 5%, right? So to have that paired up with Beru, that's actually fairly solid, making it so that the main Shadow Authority that you're more than likely going to be utilizing is either Big Rock or Igris. To be fair, I could potentially push to say even Blade, because obviously if you do get Blade to the general form, there are some critical rates increasing going on for the man himself by an extra 50%, so that's fairly solid. And then the attack increase goes to is it 7%? Is it 7% or something? Yeah, 6. So yeah, 7%, an extra 2%. You know, there's that. Now, I'm not to say that Beru is horrible, if anything. You know, I mean, you could still technically make good use of the double increase. I just thought that 5% is a little bit too of a low ball. I understand that it's double increase in 2 stats. I think they could have quite easily made that into 8-9% if they really wanted to be generous. 10%, that would have been a little bit of an overkill, but at the very least they could have done at least 8% at the very least. So unfortunate bit of a low ball, but I will say with the way that Beru is working, if you want to maximize pairing him up with Serbi and then having your main Shadow Authority being the better ones well, in this case for me personally it's Big Rock. That might be the route that we're gonna have to take when it comes to utilizing Beru. So he's not horrible, it's not the end of the world, it's not terrible, it's just unfortunate with the percentage play out on hand. But in a Serbi perspective, Beru is going to be a great addition to our team. One of the characters you really want to capitalize on, especially with shadows that can apply debuff towards the enemy. Those are the ones that you really want to maximize and obviously keep on your second and third slot team, unless they've got some crazy ass Shadow Authority passive, which has some high percentages. But in this case, Big Rock right now is my favorite. Okay, so I do have Beru on at the minute. I've taken off the shadow, well not the shadow, sorry, monarch and whatnot, so that way we can take a better look on what's being dealt here. Now I've already done my testing, and with getting Big Rock to general, I am getting more damage off from the use of that 12% for my skill damage from Big Rock. It's more of a success compared to getting that measly 5% across the board for my crit damage and attack. But anywho, let's just kind of try it out, see what we're working with. Just taking notes on what the on average damage is what I'm dealing. So I mean, it's not horrible, it's not bad. I'm hoping that they consider buffing him up a little bit more and giving him those slight little increase on percentages, even if it means if it's just a 2-3% increase. think that'd be pretty nice. Okay, let's go again. So just kind of running the numbers, and on average this is what I was doing beforehand, so not much has changed. I've pretty much kept as much as I can the same from when I last did my testing, so seems fine to me. And so, you know, we are getting the damage off quite nicely. Go 500k, 548k. Okay. So now let's bring on Big Rock. Alrighty, Big Rock. Let's see that 12% in action. 12% skill damage in action. So this should be pretty nice if I'm being completely honest. There's that counter attack. I mean, yeah, I mean straight off the bat, I mean we're getting that big increase. Honestly, I might actually push for saying that, boys. If I'm being honest, Big Rock might be the biggest play here, to be honest. I mean, you got to also think about the hunters too. I think a lot will benefit from that. I mean, if it ever comes down to a scenario where we need those two stats for the attack and crit damage, then I think in that situation, yeah, of course we can benefit from it. But right, damn, that 12% is low-key hitting right now. That 12% low-key is hitting right now. Okay, I'm kind of vibing with it. Nice, nice, nice. Ow, 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 Houston, not nice. Nope, absorb that. Nice, not bad on that part. Nope. Drop this. Look at that, 9 mil right there. Nope. Okay, wait, I kind of want to do another counter. There we go. Not bad, but yeah, I've just experienced way more of an offensiveness through Big Rock. But again, it doesn't make it so that Beru fails. It just makes it so that it's going to be Big Rock, Serbi, and Beru. Beru and Serbi right now is going to be a big combination to have to get that additional increase of damage. It's just when it comes to the main authority, realistically, it will be split between more for Big Rock, and then I think it'll be more split between Igris and Blade. But I think Big Rock will, for the most part, for me, myself personally, will probably be the better choice of being the main authority for my team going forward. But hey, at the end of the day, that still counts for Beru. He's still a valid shadow. You know, he's technically still on the team. It's just we're not really utilizing the main authority. But outside of that, is Beru worth the investment? Honestly, if you can get to the point where, you know, the debuffs are now in effect, of course. I mean, if you want to go the full mile so that way you can maximize everything, then you're more than welcome to. But Beru most definitely is definitely a shadow on the team to be in the second or third slot, 100%. Pair him up with Serbi, and then you got your main shadow to get that leader skill going. You are going to be cooking with gas. Oh, I also forget about Tusk if you're running that core attack. So there's that. Like I said, the main shadow authority, just go with what you need in terms of the main stat. But when it comes to the additional shadows, as it stands right now, it is going to be consistently Beru and Serbi together.